yesterday in men's competition. The top result in the qualifying series was 588. 5 points of a difference on what is happening here in the women's finals today. Maya Gavenda's 593. Here's Mr. Francisco Boza, the Peruvian National Sport Shooting Federation president from Peru, talking to Ghislaine Brice of France. Watching over the finals. Here are the last standings after the whole kneeling position. Bergenlund at the top, followed by Norwell. And currently at the bottom, Varen, Skjæven, and Walroth. As I already said, this might be changing as we move with the finals, especially when we come to the standings position. Even the top might change, but currently those 2.6 do look like a nice difference to have after only 15 shots, 3 series of 5 in the kneeling position. And ready, definitely ready with a 10.9 Walroth, who is currently holding the last position. This might push her up the rank a bit. That's 9.9 from Varen after a pretty strong 10. Back to Walroth. She had a 10.3 after that perfect bullseye. Kushi. She's a bit to the left with the group of her shots, but maybe adjusting sights could be helpful here. She's currently in the 4th position. She is climbing up. Let's see her next shot. Will she find the center a bit better? And they're wrapping up with a 10.5. Skjæven as well. Some cheers are coming from the stands. Kushi ending with a 10.5. But look at those shots from Norwell and Varen, a 10.8 and a 10.9. Once again, we've been seeing many of them, actually, more than we were used to, especially in the 50-meter competition. That target is pretty far away. Now, there's been a change in the lead. Berg at the top, now 0.8 of a difference between her and Lund. 2 points. And then it's Norwell. Kushi is right up there. 0.3 of a difference, very slim difference. And at the bottom, we have Skjæven, Walroth. And then Gavenda and Warren are tied with 205.1 after 20 shots. I can already tell this is going to be a tough one. It's a tight final. The top 2 ladies have found their place there with a bit of a bigger difference, but everybody else is kind of in the same pool. She now with a 10.8 climbs to the 3rd position, right behind the 2 Norwegian, Berg and Lund. 9.9 from Skjæven. She's at the bottom of the rank right now, and back at the top 3 are the 3 Norwegians. It seems like it's a play between Norwell and Kushi, and they're even shooting right next to each other. Changing the rank, shot by shot. Couple of 9s, but not lower than a 9.7 there. which is really, you don't want to go below that. Not in the prone position. In the standing position, a 9.7 is not such a bad shot. Ooh, Kushi out into a 9.4. It's going to push her a bit down. It's always fun to see a debuter in the finals and how they manage. For now, Kushi is doing pretty well. With a couple of those mishaps, nothing too grand. She's in the top 4 in the rank, wrapping up the series with a 10.4. That was Berg with a 10.2, currently in the second position. She has fallen down to the second position. Lund took over, 0.2 of a difference, and then still that bigger difference there of 2.4 where Norwell is. Now that slim 9 did a number here for Kushi. So the difference is now higher between her and Norwell. Norwell had a good series. Tied still, Gavenda and Veren. That could be interesting later on. Third series. In the prone position, Kushi started off with a 10.6. Some great shots again are being fired here. If you're only joining us right now, hello again. Welcome to the broadcast of this wonderful sport. We are live on the ISSF YouTube channel as well as the official page. And if you missed any of the finals, you can find them all there. Currently, we're in the 50-meter 3-position competition, somewhere in the middle. Done with the kneeling position. Now, prone position is wrapping up with this last series. We're going to have some changeover time, 9 minutes of changeover time. That fly by quickly for the athletes. They really have to do many things to go from prone to standings. Changing all the movable parts basically on the rifle and getting ready for the standing position. Taking as much time to do some sighting as well. Kushi wrapping up with a 10.4. She is in the 4th position now. Norwell 10.3. Still have Wallrathberg and Veren to shoot. .5 from Emmy Wallrath. Currently a little lower in the rank. All right, let's see where it's at before we go on to the standing position. Lund is now keeping that lead. Even Berg fell down. 2.2. Good difference to go into the standings, that's for sure. Norwell is behind Berg by 1.2. And we have Kushi. She's in the 4th position, definitely showing up very strong as she's debuting in the final of an international competition. She was 36th in the last Junior World Championship. That was in Changwon. Now she's in the top 4 in the finals before the standing position. Have Skiavon opting for her first individual medal. Currently 0.2 behind Kushi in the 5th place. Amanda is holding the 6th place. She was first after qualification with an amazing qualification of 593. Won the bronze medal this year at the Junior European Championship in Osijek. Nothing is lost yet, not even for the ones who are at the bottom of the rank, as the standing position tends to change some things more than the rest of the positions. Wallrath currently in the 7th position. This is her first final in the 50-meter 3P. She was 6th in Cairo at the Junior World Championship in the 10-meter event. So she has had the taste of finals so far. And Varen at the bottom, also shooting her first individual final at the World Championship in the 50-meter 3-position event. But we did see her winning the Junior European Championship in Osijek this year in the prone event. Back in the final hall, the athletes are getting ready. Some of them are already in their position. 5 more minutes, that's not a bad timing when it comes to trying to get as many side shots to adjust the sights if needed, and really get ready for those 2 series of 5, followed by the single shots, the most tenseful part of this discipline, as I like to call it, the marathon discipline. 3 position, changing overs, everything that goes on. The SSF chairman of the judge committee from France is here, Ghislaine Brise. She's been in this sport for quite some time. And it's always wonderful to see her. Looks like the ladies are ready. They're all in their positions, meaning they have just enough time to do sighting shots. And look at that crazy shooting. Yes, it was the prone position, and we do expect a little bit of better shots in that one, but this is truly exceptional. No wonder she is holding the lead, and with a comfortable difference. Berg, who is following her. You can see that dip she had on the 27th shot, a 9.5. That pushed her down and gave a little bit more of an advantage to Lund. Berg, as I mentioned, she's good in the 10-meter, which is the standing position always. So she might just show us what she's bringing from that discipline into this one. Bernal Norwal, last year she was 4th in the Junior World Championship. Now she's holding the 3rd position, but Kushi is right behind her. The 21-year-old from India, with a qualification score of 585, shooting in her first final. We've seen her go up and down, especially in the last 10 shots in the prone position. She even went below a 9.5. She had some great shots, and then a couple of those who have pushed her down the rank and allowed Pernille Norwell to take the third position now. The Italian Schiavon.
Which country is leading the medal table at this World Championship? Is it A, China, B, India?
First time in a final of this size. Doing pretty stably, doing pretty good. She had 1-9 in the last 10 shots in the prone position. And that was a strong 9. Which is still a pretty good result. Especially in the junior competitions, even though, as I keep saying, it seems like there's not such a big difference between juniors and the seniors and the way that they're shooting, because this is truly amazing. Gavenda, she came in with a bit of maybe a little bit more pressure after that great qualification score of 593. Her prone position wasn't the best. So we're not seeing her at the top 4. We're potentially, and actually I'm sure she'd like to be, after the prone position, going into the standing position. Walrath, her first final in the 50-meter 3-position event at a World Championship. You can see she's been going a little bit up and down, not shooting very stably in the prone position. We'll see how she's going to bring it into the standing position. Right off the bat, we'll see who's having a bit more trouble with the standing. Not the best prone position for Varen either. It was a slim 9 over there in the 28th shot. A couple of strong ones too. And here we go. Going into the standing position. This is what it's looking like for now. Varen and Walrath are at the bottom of the rank. Lund is holding the lead. We'll see how things change in the next 2 series of 5 shots. Very deciding for the second series of 5 shots, after which we come to a decision of the 8th and the 7th place immediately after we go into single shots, deciding the 6th, 5th, 4th place, and so on until we get to the gold medal and the junior world champion of the 50-meter 3 position here in Lima, Peru, for these young ladies. Oh, starting off not the strongest. Lund losing her lead immediately with that 7.8. There's an 8.5 from Varen. The rest of the ladies are doing pretty well. All 10s across the board. Let's see if Lund can try and come back from that one. 9.7. Her heart rate probably jumped way up. Now she needs a moment to recoup after that 7. She had a very nice lead, very comfortable lead. But that's the standing position. There you go. Berg had a 9.6, allowing Lund to take the lead back. But Norwell is definitely closer now to both of the ladies at the top as well. Walrath with a 10.7. It's a fight at the top right now between Lund and Berg. Galinda fell down to the 7th position. You don't want to be in the 7th or the 8th position when they wrap up the second series in the standings. Fushi with a 10.5. Nicely pulling herself up in the rank. The tension is getting higher. Everybody knows what's coming after the next series. Only one more shot left in this one. For all the ladies, Norwal wrapping up with 10.3, Walrath as well. 10.9 from Schiavon. Amazing wrap up on the standing position from the Italian. That was a 9.7 from Veren. 10.9 from Lund. She is definitely back. And seeing a 10.9 twice here in the standings for their last shot, really showing the amazing competition that is here at the Junior World Championship. They're in really good form. Lund is now at the top, 0.4 of a difference, not those 2 points as it were before, but still holding the lead. 0.8 behind Berg is Pernille Norwal. Currently, and now I will say, in the red zone, Gavenda and Veren. A bit of a bigger difference there as well. Next series is to decide the 8th and the 7th place of the ISSF Junior World Championship here in Lima, Peru 2024. Let's see what happens. Out into an 8.9. Norwal starting off rocky. And that's pretty stable here with a 10.3. Lund is again finding her way. Dropping down to the 2nd position after Berg shot a 10.5 for her first shot. Now Lund into a 10.2. Let's see Berg. .3. That's going to keep her at the top. Gawenda is holding up pretty well. She's in the 7th position. Oh! Schiavon out into a 6.5. That's going to push her down the rank and potentially pushing her out of the finals. She is down at the 8th place in the rank now. Fushi into a 10.2. She is climbing back up. Now she is behind the 3 Norwegian ladies. Back again, like it was in the prone position. And hitting a 10.7. Schiavon. She got back from that 6. But it's going to be really tough to try and climb up the rank at this point in this deciding series. She's got one more shot. Schiavon wrapped up with a 10.7. As I said, I don't think that anything's going to be good enough after that 6.5. Really depends on everybody else, but yeah, definitely tough to try and overcome. Gavenda might be safe, at least for now, to stay in the finals. And it's done. That was 10.8 from Berg. Climbing the top of the rank right now. But first of all, the decision of the 8th place. It's Hannah Wehren, the 19-year-old from Germany with qualification score 587. Has to leave the finals first here at the ISSF Junior World Championship. That's how it goes after the second series of standings. And unfortunately, and I think she was already aware of that at the point of shooting that 6. Anna Schiavone of Italy, the 18-year-old. This was her first finals at the Junior World Championship. Many of these ladies are debuting here for the first time and definitely shooting like they've been at it for quite some time. 0.5, just half a point of a difference between Berg and Lund. I can already tell that this is going to be a fight at the top. In danger zone, Gavenda, who qualified first with a really great qualification score, maybe coming in with a bit more pressure than everybody else, trying to stay at the top. She has not found herself at the top 4 since the beginning of the final, and now she is 1 point behind Walrath, in danger of getting kicked out after this first single shot that is going to decide the 6th place. 50 seconds on the clock. 10.6 from Lund. Norwell into a slim 10. Kushi out into a 9.1. She's probably going to let Norwell climb up. Walrath catching the 4th place, but looks like it's going to be the end for Maja Gawenda of Poland, the 19-year-old with an amazing qualification score, but she still has 2 more years in the junior competition, and she has shown that she can definitely shoot well, so nothing is lost here. 6th place for the 19-year-old. Last Junior World Championship, she was 8th, so she's definitely climbing that ladder, maybe going slowly, but as they said, slow and steady wins the race. Kushi is now in the one who's in danger. 0.6 of a difference between her and Walrath, something that is definitely possible to overcome, even when in one shot when it comes to the standing position in the 50-meter rifle 3P. So let's see what happens. Mostly and probably between Kushi and Walrath. This is Kushi's last opportunity in the junior competitions. She is 21. Walrath, on the other hand, is 18. 10.0 from Walrath. And a 10.7 from Kushi. She catapulted herself up in the rank to the 3rd position and pushed down everybody else, meaning Pernille Warhol is going to be the one winning the 5th place here at the ISSF Junior World Championship. She was holding that 3rd position, dropping to the 4th one, coming back to the 3rd position, only to drop here in those single shots. That's just how it goes. To the 5th place, leaving it up for Walrath, Kushi, Berg, and Lund. 0.1 of a difference between the 2 ladies in the 3rd and the 4th position. This is a fight for bronze between India's Kushi and USA's Walrath. Here's Kushi. Zoomed into a 9.4. Chance for Berg to take over the lead once again. Walrath with a 10.0 and Kushi with a 10.4. She is staying in the final. You can see the smile of relief that she just went through. as it's the 4th place that goes to Emmy Walrath. This is her first final in the 50-meter 3 position in Cairo 2 years ago. She won the 6th place at the Junior World Championship in the 10-meter event. Now the 4th place in the 50-meter event. As I said, slow and steady wins the race. She is only 18. And that's an amazing achievement. It's a position without a medal, but nevertheless, 4th in the whole world of all the juniors in the 50-meter rifle 3-position event. As you can tell, it was not an easy final for any of these ladies. Kushi managed to stay in the top 3. It seemed a bit tricky throughout the final, but she's going to be on the podium next to the 2 Norwegian ladies. Oh, Berg out into an 8.7, giving Kushi here an opportunity, but she hit an 8.8, and it seems like it's going to be a bronze medal for the 21-year-old of India. What a final. Really jumping from 3rd and the 4th place, playing ping pong with Pernille Norwell, who ended up in the 5th place in the end, and coming into a bronze medal for India's Kushi over here. That's her last opportunity to win a medal at a Junior World Championship, and she definitely took it, even though she was the one who debuted at the final, really growing from last year, where she was 36th, now into a place on the podium. What else is there to say about this wonderful, wonderful athlete from India? Now the difference is 2.9. Very high difference, but that was a lot of pressure on Lund, and it's going to be 0.1 of a difference in the end for Berg, winning the gold medal. What a turnover. Really, Lund had all the opportunity here, but as you can tell, high pressure is here, especially with the last shot when it comes to the top of the podium and the gold medal. In the end, only 0.1 of a difference. She needed a 10.0. That's exactly what she shot, winning the gold at the ISSF Junior World Championship here in Lima, Peru. I feel like she doesn't even register yet what just happened here. And Caroline Finstand Lund definitely not feeling her best after that last shot. Lund is 19, so she does still have some time in the junior competition. But things like this happen in very high pressure moments, and they can be pretty hard for the athletes. Nevertheless, they still have time and potentially, and I think, some great careers ahead. We're going to be seeing these athletes in the senior competitions, I am sure. The athletes are now presented to the audience by Great Britain's Jamie Stangram, and he's gonna steal the ladies a little bit later for an interview, so stay with us, don't go anywhere. Let's see the medalists and the winners once again with their rifles above their heads. Kushi with the
Sunniva, congratulations, you have just won gold. You've just become the junior world champion in the free positions event. How are you feeling?
It's great, but also a little bit bitter because of my teammates.
Yes, your teammate, Carolyn Lund, she was leading, and in that final shot, she had a lead of 2.9 over you, and I guess you thought it was silver for yourself at that point.
Yeah, when I shot the last shot, I thought it was silver, and I didn't understand the results.
And in the end, it was a 0.1 difference with you leading and winning. Obviously, you're delighted. It's a big achievement for you, but as you mentioned, there's a little bit of bitterness because of your teammate. Have you spoken to her yet?
No, I saw her was a little bit tired. I don't know what it is.
A little bit disappointed, sad?
But disappointed, yeah. So I want to give her a big hug.
You'll get a chance to do that very soon. I'll let you go and do that in a moment. But I just want to mention the fact that, you know, for such a young athlete, you're already very experienced. You've been to the Olympic Games. You've medaled at senior events in the 10-meter. But this was actually your first free positions final. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So does that make this extra special in a way?
Yeah. I came here with zero expectations and just wanted to have fun. So it was great that the results were what they were.
Yeah, well, Sunniva, enjoy the podium and the hug as well. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Kushi, congratulations, you've just secured bronze, your first ever final at an international event. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I enjoyed too much. Thank you so much for congratulations.
Hey, you're welcome. No, thank you for your great performance today. Did you come here with any expectations at all of medaling?
Yeah, of course. I think it would be gold, but it's bronze. I'm happy then also. I worked too much hard for this.
It's only your third ever international event. I mentioned your first final. You did compete at the Changwon World Championship. What did you learn from that you were able to bring here and improve on?
In that championship, I got little bit afraid and my match was not that good. After going to India, I practiced so much hard and then now I did my best today.
You did. It's bronze. Congratulations, Kushi, and enjoy the podium.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great. Caroline, congratulations. You've picked up silver here at the Junior World Championship. Is it bittersweet considering the last shot?
I think it was very hard standing there because I was shaking and it was just mental, yeah. I wasn't mental prepared, or I didn't have a good feeling from the elimination and the qualification, and then I kind of have a fear of standing position, so it didn't help. And I was shaking from the first shot, so like, yeah, I can't be that disappointed because I took silver, but I could have maybe done something more on the last shot, but again, it was very hard standing there because my whole body was shaking. Yeah.
As you mentioned, it's a huge achievement. It's silver at a World Championship. You had that 2.9 lead over your teammate. So in a way, if you had to lose the gold, I suppose losing it to your teammate is better than not, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Have you had a chance to speak to Sunniva? Because I spoke to her a moment ago and she said she wanted to give you a big hug. Has that happened yet?
Yes, 2 of them.
And you became junior European champion in this event. How important was that for your confidence coming here, you know, to the biggest stage?
It was really, it was a really big compliment or a big thing to take with me, because again, I have a fear of standing position, so I was kind of less nervous when I stood there. But it was really like, I didn't think of it like when I stood there. I believe none of them who shoots the final thinks of what they have accomplished. So yeah, you just have to focus on what you're doing now.
And what you did now was huge, silver at the World Championship. Congratulations. Enjoy the podium.
Thank you.